So today our group will presenting our project, which is food ordering chatbot. So this is our team members, which is Afifah, Kamila Binti Azhar, Nurul Athirah Adila Binti Zainal, Laili Binti Jamlus, Farah Adlina Binti Jaafar, and Iman Nabila Binti Hisham. So I'm going to proceed with our problems, which is some food ordering applications took long time to respond customers' orders, and some of them does not provide service where customers can ask questions. Like for example, where should I ask if I want to have specific instruction? The second problem is when customer ordering food online, the details on the menu are not too much or it is limited. So the customers contemplate whether to change order or message the restaurant owner directly. And lastly, customers regardless gender, female or male, sometimes are clueless on what they want to eat. So it's like they don't know what the specialty of the restaurant or what are the recommendation. Maybe there's none. So it will all of the problem. It will be better to have a system that enable the customers to ask anything that they want regarding their food, regarding the food ordering, while taking only a shorter time. So I'm going to pass to Farah for proper solution.
Thank you, Iman. For the solution, we propose a chatbot. To start with, it became a medium of communication. Furthermore, it helps in reducing the repeating tasks for human, as the aim for chatbot is to converse like with a human. As this uses machine learning algorithm, the machine can learn from the input. They also can handle difficult queries given to them. Food ordering chatbots can be developed so that customer can straightly order through the chatbot just like human-to-human communication. In addition, they can also inquire about the restaurant specialty through the chatbot. Next. To add more point, it makes ordering quicker. There is also no need for user to install any application. Then the time saving and efficiency attracts other companies to obtaining the chatbot for increasing sales and productivity. Besides that, customer does not have to face any unpleasant emotion from the workers. This also helps to reduce the stress and annoyance from dealing with customer support. From here, we analyze two potential algorithms for chatbot, which is natural language processing, NLP, and naive bias. Next, I will pass to Iman.
Okay, thank you, Farah. So I'm going to proceed with the first algorithm, which is natural language processing (NLP). NLP is responsible for how well a chatbot is able to understand human language and therefore how well it can generate valid responses like humans. So there is two components in NLP, which is natural language understanding (NLU). It is used to map the given input into useful representation, and then you also analyze different aspects of the language. And the second component is natural language generation (NLG). It is process of producing meaningful phrases and sentences in form of natural language from some internal representation. NLG also acts as translator that convert the computerized data into natural language representation. Next, I pass to Afifah for further explanation.
Okay, next, for how NLP algorithm is used. NLP assesses the intent of the input from the creates response based on contextual analysis similar to human being. It also helps chatbot to understand, analyze, and prioritize the question according to respond to customer queries faster than a human being. And lastly, it analyzes the grammatical structure of sentence and the individual meaning of words, then use an algorithm to extract meaning and deliver output. Next, there are 5 phases of an NLP algorithm. The first one, lexical analysis. It will scan source code as a stream of character and convert it into meaningful lexeme. The second one, syntactic analysis, used to check grammar, words arrangement, and show the relationship among the words. It has 4 subtasks here: tokenization, part of speech tagging, lemmatization and stemming, and last one, stop word removal. The third phase in NLP algorithm, semantic analysis. It will draw the exact meaning or the dictionary meaning of the text. It means that it checks for the meaningful. The fourth phase in this algorithm is discourse integration. Depends upon the sentence that precedes it and invoke the meaning of the sentence that follow it. The last one, discover the pragmatic analysis. It will discover the intended effect by applying a set of rules that characterize cooperative dialogue. Now we go to how an NLP algorithm solve the identified problem. First, customer will send the request. Next, chatbot send plain text to NLP engine, and NLU will convert the message to structured data and do the 5 phases that I have stated before. And then the chatbot move the data to decision-making engine, and it will derive a solid decision. Now the meaning of the sentence is known to machine, and it find the answer to user, query and pass to NLG to generate final output. And then it will call database to make decision. Lastly, NLG convert data to plain text, and it will present to customer in form of text or voice. Okay, so for example, when customers send a message with hello, NLP lets the chatbot know the customer post and standard greeting. Then it allows the chatbot to leverage its AI capabilities to come out with a fitty response chatbot with likely respond with a written greeting. Next.
Okay, I will proceed to the knife bias algorithm. Knife bias is classify text into certain categories and thereby narrowing down the possible range of response. The algorithm relies on commonality, means that certain words should have more weight for categories based on the frequency of their appearance. A closed domain dataset contains questions or user response and corresponding answer that is made. Each question or user response is given a label. There's 4 steps of knife bias. First is calculate a prior probability. Second, find likelihood probability, which is attribute for each class. Third, put the value in bias formula and calculate the posterior probability. Fourth, see which class has a higher probability given the input belongs to the higher probability class. So each bias knife bias kind of classifier use bias theorem that is predict membership probability for each class, such as a given record or data point that belong to particular class. Next. This is how knife bias solve their identified problem. First, it will do tokenization, which is it will divide the sentence into the word, and then it will do streaming, and then it will give training data, and the data will organize by making a list of words, and each word will be checking and be compared, then it will predict the class. So the highest score of the class will be selected. So for example, suppose we give the input as what do you have today? The training data set are greeting and menu. Next. This is example of training data set. It have 2 classes, which is greeting and menu. Each classes have a set of questions. So the input that user enter, which is what do you have today on menu. So knife bias will divide it into the each of word, and it will give the output that have a higher score, which is it, that is class of menu. So in this way, this algorithm work on the chatbot to solve our problems. Next. I will pass to Laili.
So based on the both of algorithm, so I will compare both of algorithm to search for most suitable algorithm for our chatbots. So first we have NLP and NFB. NLP is meant to use to interpret the user's intent properly and accurately, offer an exact answer to the question means, provides answer in natural language and possible make connection between incoming text from human and system generate response. As for naive base, it's impossible to predict the output sentence if the data given does not belong to any predefined class. Use backwards approach could cause the input and their classes to differ. But if they are predefined classes, it becomes easy to predict. So next slide. As for the conclusion, we decide to use the NLP algorithm because it's more suitable for our chatbot. So next, we will proceed for our simple demo. Okay, so this is basically our layout for this chatbot or the chatbot. Okay, first, the chatbot will introduce itself. Then it will say, "Welcome to Nelly's Cafe," as it's our name's cafe. Then it will ask if we have anything to help with. So I will, for example, I want to ask about the most popular menu from that Nelly's Cafe. So I will type, show me the best, the popular menu from your Nelly's Cafe. So the chatbot will answer, here are the most popular meals in our cafe, and it will show each box of the menu that most requested by the customer. So for example, I want to select the secret noodle. I just have to press the picture. Then we submit my order. So then the chatbot will ask if I have anything to add from my order. Then I say, can you show me the best menu for today, as it the special menu for today. So the chatbot will, like the previous one, will show me the menu for today. So for example, I want to choose the Korean noodle. And I need to click the sign button. Okay, so I need to insert the quantity. For example, I want to eat for 2 people. So I insert 2 number. Next, the chatbot will ask if I want to add anything for my order. And I'll say, for example, I want to add drinks for my menu. So I'll say, yes, please. So it will ask if I want the food or drink. I will just tick for the drink. So it will give me menu for the drink. And for example, I want to choose the apple lime juice. The quantity, then it will ask the quantity, same as the food. So I'll just put 2, submit 2. Then the chatbot will ask if I have anything else. Then I will say no. So you say it's done for my menu. Then I need to submit if I want the pickup or delivery. For example, I want to choose the pickup one. Okay, so the chatbot processed it, and it asked me to put the time. So it's 10:30 p.m. I asked for my pickup at 10:30 p.m. Okay, so you need to locate me. So you have to ask my location. So I say, yeah, no, I already have. So you need me to input my email address. For example, it's farah@gmail.com. Next, you need me to put the number of phone so that they can reach me when I want to pick up it. Next, the name, as for example, Farah. Okay, so my order is done with the chatbot. Thank you for ordering with us. I hope to see you again. Thank you. That's all for the demo. So with the end of the demo, that's the end of our slideshow. Thank you.